guys, this is PuertoRecon, and today we have the GoPro Hero 7 Black. I know we talk a lot about guns, but I got this camera and it got me really excited. I have to talk about it. The GoPro Hero 7 Black is the gimbal killer. With the GoPro Hero 7 Black, you can get your smooth shot without the need of an expensive gimbal or a stabilizer. I pre-ordered the GoPro Hero 7 Black straight from GoPro. The price for this GoPro Hero 7 Black was $400. It also came with an additional SIM card so I can get those videos. So now let's open the camera. You open it, right here you have the GoPro Hero 7 Black, and right here it is. Very similar to the other GoPros, like GoPro Hero 6 Black, GoPro Hero 5. I believe it's the same casing. Here is the GoPro without the case, and the sticker with the little turtle on the back. Let's take this one. Look at that screen right there. Ooh, it looks really good. It got the black 7 on the side too. Let's open the goodies. We got the GoPro Plus pamphlet, the GoPro stickers, and your manual. Alright, here's the good stuff. You got the flat mount. You can glue it with any surface that is flat that you want. You got your helmet mount, so you riding bikes, skate, anything you're doing with a helmet, you can put this in your helmet and use your GoPro Hero 7 Black. Your battery. Right here, you got a little tap, so you pull it out and you can start using it. Unfortunately, you have only one battery, and you have your GoPro cable. That's it. So on top, you got your GoPro mount, where you can mount it anywhere. You have the right mount, sticking, gluing everywhere, or if you have the right tripod, you wanna hold it with your hand. So now let's talk about the new feature of the GoPro Hero 7 Black. At the most noticeable feature besides the other GoPro, this one have the HyperSmooth Stabilization. So this feature is apparently the gimbal killer, and as other people are using it, you can see that the shot with this camera is super smooth as you're moving. If you're doing action sports, so that shaky video is gonna go away because you have the HyperSmooth feature in this camera. And if you go to the website, you can see their video comparing the GoPro without the HyperSmooth feature and this GoPro with the HyperSmooth feature. You can see a difference in the shaky video and the stabilization between the two cameras. With the HyperSmooth Stabilization, you can also use your time warp function, and this one is like a time lapse. But using this feature, as you are doing your time lapse, you can be handheld in the camera, moving around, and using the HyperSmooth feature in your time lapses to create some more dynamic shots. And while you do your time lapse and you're moving, your shaky hands or anything are not going to affect your video or your shot because it's gonna have the HyperSmooth Stabilization. Also, as any other GoPro, this is rugged and very waterproof. It can go up to 33 feet in the water or 10 meters, and this is a feature that every GoPro has. If you have any other GoPro, these cameras are known to be very durable. You can hit the shit out of them, you can put it into the water, into the mud, and nothing is gonna happen to them. Another big feature for the GoPro Hero 7 Black is the voice control. This camera comes with 16 different voice commands include that you can use when you have your hands busy. If you're riding your bike or anything and you want to take a shot, to take a picture, you say, hey GoPro, take a picture, and the GoPro will take a picture for you while you're riding your bike. This is very important when people are doing stuff and they have the camera mount on their head, mount on their bike, mount in different places, and they cannot use their hands to take a picture. You can just tell your GoPro and it's gonna do it for you. Another special feature that that set this GoPro Hero 7 Black apart from the other GoPros is the super photo mode. So usually with the other GoPro you can take your picture and they might lack some dynamic range on the shadows, on those highlights, and with this GoPro Hero 7 Black you're gonna have that HDR mode while you take your picture on your super photo mode. So this function is gonna take a couple pictures and internally in the camera are gonna put it together, and it's gonna take the highlights down for one picture and the shadows up for another picture and match everything up to have the best picture you can get. Also, it's gonna have a better skin tone when you take those pictures, and it's gonna deal way better with the noise in low light situations. A feature that the gamers or some streamers are going to like a lot, or maybe if you're an influencer you will like it too, is that this GoPro Hero 7 Black is gonna have live stream. So as you are jumping off a plane, swimming into the ocean, you can live stream with this camera and everybody can follow you, or they can see what you're doing at the moment real time. So now let's talk about the specs a little bit. So like the GoPro Hero 6, these have 12 megapixel while taking picture, but you have the mode of HDR, which is gonna have better dynamic range. It also records 4K at 60 frames per second, and it records 1080p at 240 frames per second. And this will allow you to slow your video in slow motion at least 8 times slower. So if you're looking to get those smooth shots in slow motion with 1080p at 240 frames per second, you're gonna have that really slow video cinematic shot. Of course, you can get this water wet up to 30 feet into the water. You can get it into the mud, you can hit the shit out of it, and it's gonna last you a long time. It also has a touchscreen that works really well while the camera is on. Also, you have your voice control, and this feature is gonna change the game for the camera, because there's not gonna be a need to stop what you're doing to tell the camera what to do, because you can simply talk to it and GoPro is gonna do it for you. You also gonna have a GPS function where the GoPro is gonna track the place where you are taking your shots. You got that live streaming feature to share your moments real time, and of course the most exciting function for this camera that I think I will love is the HyperSmooth Stabilization. And there's not going to be a need of a gimbal while you're using this camera like the Karma, because the HyperSmooth Stabilization is gonna make that big of a difference. So if you like this camera, I pre-ordered like 2 weeks ago straight from GoPro. It cost me about $400. They include a little SIM card as a bonus so I can get my video. I'm gonna test it and upload some videos so you can see how it works. If you feel like you need to update or you want this camera, go to GoPro website or any other camera website. I'm pretty sure they will have this camera. So this is all I have to say for the GoPro Hero 7 Black. So if you like the video, please hit the like button below. Please subscribe and see you till next time.